Okay, now.
Alright, we're back. Week December 25th of Wrestling in Mom's Basement. Patrick Young, Joe Venuto.
At the previous video cut out, he was just saying it was pretty much that they're going to be doing Oscar and Alexa Bliss a lot sooner than at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and how I feel about the promo was that sort of a toss-up.
Yeah, Alexa was strong on the heel side.
Leaning negative, but it's kind of a toss-up.
Main event World Tag Team Championship match, Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus The Bar. The discussion between Seth Rollins and Jordan was appearing by the looks of the exchange party had done one night. They both had to put the differences aside. They wanted to defeat Shane Cesaro to capture World Tag Championships and the Marquee belt. Rollins also felt isolated from his partner, diversity Shane Cesaro. Jordan, frustrated from watching on the apron, intended to take the fight to the champions on the ringside, only to be sent back first into the guardrail. This left Rollins without anyone tagging for a while before Triangle's son returned to the fray. Heel low on the champions, tosses Shane Cesaro around square circles if they were pointing. Nothing with his intensity fueling him. Cesaro holds his momentum and lost it in with the sharpshooter. Jordan survives the action broke down with Rollins, Cesaro, ringside Sheamus applied a clear relief. Again, Jordan survived. Moments later, he played the Swiss Superman and scored an improbable victory, winning him and Rollins to gold. Now let's let Jordan stay in babyface, by the way.
Yeah. Maybe not, because they still had him acting heelish.
Well, for now, they look like they're keeping him babyface. Because I don't know why they won the titles.
They always do that when...
Yeah, I know, they don't need to know.
Yeah, WWE has always done that.
My proudest position of Seth as the mentor of Jordan, take him under his wing and set them down, and join a tag run, that's going to be counterproductive for Seth if they have nothing for him going forward. I'll tell you, Jordan's staying face now that they made him accomplish his goal finally. Because his whole storyline was he always came close to doing something big on Raw. With all the big names.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Cena, Roman, every time he fought them, he always came close. Seth, he could never beat them. And now he finally accomplished something. Even if he wanted to be a single star, he still finally beat two of Raw's main guys. Seth's in his athletic prime and he should be competing for one of the top prizes going into WrestleMania season. Instead, right now he's one half of a thrown together tag team that no one really wanted to see because Dean Ambrose is hurt. Short match itself was fine, and the story of Jordan finding himself worthy was a nice culmination if he gets cheered. To his Christmas episode, but it does a disservice to one of the elite performers in WWE.
I actually really like this match, to be fair. Yeah, the team's thrown together, but WWE's always done that. When there's a contender that's hurt, and that they add in a surprise, 9 times out of 10, the surprise wins. Even if it doesn't necessarily make sense, and that's how it's always happened. The surprise usually gets the win over the current champions.
Yeah, that's why it makes me think they're keeping a babyface.
I don't think they're keeping a babyface.
Then it's just an unneeded reason to have him.
I don't even take it as Seth's taking him under his wing.
That's going to be the storyline, believe me. Jordan accomplished a goal. He finally got over that hump. He beat some of Raw's elite finally. And he's the one that got the win. I can understand if Seth won the belts for them and made it in the heel turn, well, we'd still be there. But Jordan got the win over Cesaro, I believe it was. He beat one of Raw's elite finally. Jordan's a made face now because Dean's injured.
I still don't think he's staying face.
Well, he's not made face in the eyes of the fans, but
no,
he's a face now.
I mean, they still had him acting heelish and bratish.
Backstage,
yes.
But they finally got what they want, and he finally got his goal.
Well, technically, he's already been tag team champion.
Yeah, I know, but
he's already had that goal.
But he's finally beat Raw's best, some of Raw's best, so now that was his whole storyline, was trying to beat the best, always come up short. And he beat the Bar clean. Seth is now going to be under a mentor role with Jordan.
But he's always going to be... The reason why they literally said it, he left SmackDown because he wanted to do his singles career. He wants to do it on his own, so there's still a strong path on how he still becomes heel.
Okay, well,
on his father.
If this leads to Seth versus Jordan at WrestleMania, I'm good now. They had like an excellent match a couple weeks ago.
I'm actually half expecting them to lose it this week, so...
Then why the hell did you make them win it?
They always do that.
Why the hell ruin the Bar's third title reign or second title reign for that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just hoping.
I mean, it's like earlier this year.
Edge.
Hardys came out of nowhere and won the tag team ladder match.
Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, but they're a surprise.
Yeah.
They're a surprise in the sense. Who else was going? Well, who did you want them to get booed out of the building? Anybody else? Literally, they were going to riot if anybody else won. And the Hardys weren't going to feud with each other.
That's true, yeah.
If Jordan does turn, this is literally because they want to do a feud between Seth and Jordan because Dean's out.
No, I think they're still scrambling to figure out what to do with Seth.
And that's my problem with Jordan. That's what I'm worried about. They might keep this for at least till Mania. If they don't have if they have no, they're not going to throw Seth into the Battle Royal.
They're not going to throw Seth into the Battle Royal.
And there's nobody left for Seth.
And they're not going to have Seth face Jordan.
Or not face him, but I'm worried about they might keep him in the tag team. Because at least this way he'll be guaranteed something to do. If they don't move him to SmackDown. For a trade or something.
The talks for Seth have been, for the road to WrestleMania, have involved him in the Universal title feud.
But he's not going to be in it. That's going to his buddy, the current champ. It's not going to be Brock, the current Intercontinental champion. It's Brock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Not Seth. Seth's place for me was always Dean. That was always the case. That was WWE's longest term story that they had. Was Seth versus Dean. They're building that up since July or June, since the summer.
Yeah.
They didn't build that up. Now that's out the window because of Dean's injury. They have a storyline excuse for when Dean comes back because Seth's the one that injured him. Technically, because Seth landed on top of him, so they do have that at least.
Yeah.
But now for WrestleMania, Seth has nothing to do, and they're not going to throw him in the Battle Royal. He's too big of a star for that. And Seth and Jordan's not going to be the way to go because if Jordan does turn, he's probably going to be facing Angle at Mania.
Yeah, it make a lot more sense for him to face Angle.
Right. But then Seth's left with nothing to do unless Seth wins the Rumble and loses SmackDown.
Which I'm kind of.
I'm not sure if that rule's in place either. Where they're saying they're going to.
So they don't change roles as they go along.
No.
They always change roles as they go along.
I think this year both Rumbles are for the SmackDown championships. I think that's the rules of the Rumble this year. That clearly Alexa's in the Rumble match, so the winner fights Charlotte, as we know, and Seth or whoever, if someone from Raw they're not going to get in Roman's way. So, and Roman's not winning because of Philly. I don't think they're that stupid without Roman's been getting. If they can win in Philly.
That'd be taking 1,000 steps backwards.
Yeah, so. Raw has Elimination Chamber to follow him off. Brock's out working an Elimination Chamber match, believe me.
I'm actually expecting Roman to be nowhere near the Rumble match.
No, I think Roman and Joe's in.
Yeah, I think that's the match he has.
No, Joe's probably in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Because they pulled that last year where Roman won the surprise entrance. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're willing to do that in Philly.
No. Jim may be in the Rumble if he doesn't capture the Intercontinental title.
Yeah. If he does, then probably not.
Yeah.
But I'm worried about Seth going to Mania season if him and Jordan don't stay tag team, which I hate to say that. If you want to get Cesaro and Sheamus off the belts, you have to revive them. I'm just saying.
I don't even think it's done to have Sheamus and Cesaro off the belts at this point. Because why give the belts back to them? Why would they still have them? Why wouldn't Seth and Dean win them back a couple weeks ago?
That's what I mean. Cesaro and Sheamus should still be the champs as we speak.
And they're probably going to as of this week.
Oh, okay. I forget the last 10 minutes of this.
WWE just likes to throw surprises in there, but just to have surprises.
Alright, I forget the last 10 minutes.
They've done that for 1,000 years.
Would you people be patient? I'm trying to. You gotta take things as they go. My God, these people overbook. No offense.
That's why I said I really enjoyed this match. I think it's my favorite. I think as a match, it's my favorite of the week.
No offense, but you people overanalyze a lot. Just take things as they go. Ignore the last 10 minutes of this video. Which should be like the start of the video.
Yeah.
Should we move on to SmackDown?
Yes.
The Chase of Championship glory dominate the December 26th episode of SmackDown Live, as both the United States and Tag Team Championships were at the heart of a nice show. Sprinkling a non-title bout pin WWE Champion AJ Styles against Kevin Owens and was cleared of Blue Brand Salt South 2017 on a stroll note. Bobby Roode fought Baron Corbin and Jinder Mahal, where he actually belongs. Battle Ty Dillinger in the first round of a tournament to determine the new U.S. champion. While Chad Gable and Shawn Benjamin, the New Day, and the English and Rusev waged war in a triple threat number 1 contest to determine the top challengers to the Usos tag titles. Naomi sought retribution against Ruby Riott. The Bludgeon Brothers made mincemeat of Breezango. Owens attempted to stick it to the Coast of Champagne by winning the following event year against longtime rival Styles. Daniel Bryan kicks off SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live John Manager Daniel Bryan kicked the show with the announcement of the United States Championship Tournament. On necessity after what appeared to be Dolph Ziggler's voluntary relinquishment of the title last week. Chad Gable and Shawn Benjamin interrupted, demanding answers about the tag title picture. More importantly, why they had not received a one-on-one match against the Usos. Rusev and English interrupted to a huge pop, and the New Day followed up. Eventually, Bryan announced a triple threat and a 1 contender to wrap up the portion of the show. Overall, this was all excellent. It was short, sweet, to the point. This segment introduced fans to the resolutions of 2 championship puzzles and put the spotlight on tag team wrestling on the top of the show. The popularity of Rusev remains stunning. W Crave accidentally stumbled upon something there and will be sadly mistaken not to capitalize on it. The announcement of the U.S. title tournament was a nice change of pace from the otherwise predictable alternative of booking Byron versus Baron Corbin to turn new champion. And besides, tournaments totally reconvulsiveness recently WWE, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you can literally count like each one of the classics they've had in the network.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought this was technically I guess it was a more serviceable opener, meaning good service explaining what was going to happen with the 2 divisions.
Yeah.
Like Joe said. Tournament sounds good. It's at least a different way, and at least a little bit more credible way of generally over the last few years of how they used to usually fill a vacant championship, which would just be throw everybody in a battle royal, last person standing gets the belt. So at least they're going a little bit more of a credible route of doing that. And I thought the tag division also really shined in this opening promo as well. And it set up a pretty exciting looking triple threat.
Up next, the number 1 contender show for a tag team match. This was the match of the night for me.
Yeah.
On SmackDown. A Demolition Derby Human Flesh. Kindled during portion of this week's shows. The New Day, Chad Gable and Shawn Benjamin, and the duo of Rusev and English battle for a right to challenge the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The crowd in Chicago was solidly behind Rusev and English, having gone all in on the Rusev Day act. The match featured multi-man spell stands coming to expect from WWE, and even saw Rusev apply a stack of lead to both Cable and Xavier Woods at the same time.
I like that term for it. Stack of lead.
No, that's not mine. I actually don't like that. I can't keep credit for that. Big E shined brightly, delivering his dangerous spirit to the arena floor on Benjamin. Backstage Chris Circle, the former NCAA wrestler, overcame a body rack with pain and teamed with Gabriel to deliver Powerbomb Bulldog combination for the victory. Match is excellent. Is it really that much of a surprise that some of the best workers on the SmackDown Live roster that aren't AJ Owens and Sammy or Nakamura were stole the show and the tag team match from the get-go? The match is wild and unpredictable. At times it appears that any of the 3 teams could win. By the end, it was Gable and Benjamin Ramirez victorious. Perhaps the wisest booking move that came in protected Rusev and English from suffering a pin or submission loss. They were so with voices that they will eventually have to push them, and that means protecting them until then, so be it. A quality match and perfect to cap off a very strong year for SmackDown's tag team division.
Yeah, it was the match of the show. I'll definitely say that. It's probably in a toss-up for match of the week as well. Yeah, I'm sure I'll give this tag match the match of the week honors
On the main week
for Raw and SmackDown. Yes. It was very exciting. Rusev and Aiden English were super over with Rusev Day in Chicago. And even started before they even got out there.
Yeah.
Anything else in the match? I also really did like the action in the match. I thought it showed off how strong the tag division is nowadays for SmackDown, not for Raw. Not for Raw because they only show like 3 or 2. Up
next, a tag team match: Breezango versus the Bludgeon Brothers. And a rematch of their Battle Class champions. Breezango scored off with the Bludgeon Brothers. Much like that battle, Harper Rowan obliterated Tyler Breeze and Fandango. And insisted Sal Power should have ended the match instead. Rowan pulled Breeze up at the count 2. As the Unstoppable Heels continued to beat down Breeze and Fandango, the Ascension hit the ring. Yeah, actually in the ring. Hot damn. Shoved Harper Rowan and rescued their best friends from further punishment. Andrew being left for dead in addition to Fashion Files, the Ascension rescued Breezango from beat down only to volunteer Breeze and Fandango for no match against the Bludgeon Brothers next week. It smacks of vengeance for Connor. It smells of vengeance for Connor and Victor. If it's not vengeance though, then it sets the former NXT Tag Team Champions up for a showdown with Harper and Rowan, which could make it for an entertaining fun series of big name brawls.
I'm kind of expecting them to turn on Breezango, try to join the Bludgeon Brothers, and the Bludgeon Brothers just beat the shit out of them anyway. It was interesting stuff. I usually like seeing the Bludgeon Brothers beat the crap out of people. Breezango are that type of face team where they can get the crap beat out of them and not really lose much. And the Ascension seem like they have something, so all in all, it's a pretty good time for all 3 teams.
Up next, Naomi versus Ruby Riott. The continuation of Naomi's Blossom rivalry with the Riott Squad continued Tuesday night as the former SmackDown Women's Champions squirtled with Ruby Riott in singles competition, with the dangerous Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan at ringside. Though could Naomi realistically expect a fair fight? She frustrated Riott early, taking the fight to her and controlling the pace. Just seconds later, though, Morgan and Logan made her presence felt. Naomi took the old apron, allowing Riott to seize control, deliver a kick to the back of the leg, and then the Riott kick for a victory. In the match, the Riott Squad attempted a 3-on-1 beatdown, but Charlotte hit the ring for a save. The Pac mentality, the heels, though, allowed them to lay out the second generation competitor, and once again established dominance. As the truth was told, though, Natalya emerged from the locker room with Carmella, Lana, and Tamina flanking her.
The welcoming committee returns.
The 2 heel tandems came face to face before the Riott Squad backed down. The match was a complete waste. It made Naomi look bad.
Yeah.
The former champion was being quickly fell for the old trick in the book. Just moments after commentary team say she had experience in similar situations. The beatdown after match has kind of become repetitive too.
Yeah.
As Riott Squad still has no real definition either on like why they are together, and why did Logan and Morgan just decide to follow Riott into the battle. The most interesting thing here, believe it or not, and the reason I gave it the whole segment average grade, I'm not a big fan of the group, was I guess they did have a united front now against the Riott Squad.
Yeah.
In terms of Natalya was coming out to lead the way to save Charlotte. And not to directly save Charlotte, but she stopped them from beating down Charlotte further.
Yeah.
As it looks like they're going for a gang warfare type mentality, I guess, for the women's division. Says you're going to have Charlotte and Naomi. I know Becky's back on a road with live events this week. Mm-hmm. Natalya and the Untalented of SmackDown and the Riott Squad. So that's the only thing, but I don't trust WWE with stable groups for women anyway. But I'm trying to be nice here, give it a chance.
Yeah, the match was really short, and you could almost see the ending coming from a mile away. But it wasn't. Again, it's not completely unexpected. However, the beatdowns are. I'll agree with you. The beatdowns are getting really repetitive.
And that's for both staples.
Yeah.
That's not just me selling out them. I know I didn't say that about Absolution.
Yeah. I'm a little stronger on
them.
The Riott Squad because they've actually showed them take out people. Instead of just seeing them selling shit.
We still don't know their meaning.
Titantron, yeah. We don't know why they got together or what they're doing together. What are their goals?
None of these groups look like they belong together.
Yeah.
If you had put Paige and Ruby together as a team, yeah.
I would have said like Paige, Ruby, and
Sarah
together.
Yeah.
That would have made sense to me.
Yeah. Mandy, Liv, and I guess Sonya.
I could see Mandy and Liv together. But not really, actually.
As the lesbian who found 2 hot blondes at the club. Yes. Well, we'll make
I'm
better.
sorry for all you lesbians out there that are not attracted to blondes.
It will make better use of Mandy and Liv's time, believe me. They've wrestled. Gotta do it good. You look good.
Liv's better than Mandy.
Oh, but yeah.
Liv would actually be the best of the group, probably, at that point.
Yeah, but Liv, Mandy, and Sonya.
Yeah.
I'll also give it to Sonya.
Right.
Alright. Did you see her against Ember?
Yeah.
Or Ruby on NXT?
Yeah, she did a good job, yes.
I miss Lightsaber Sonya. For some reason, she's a Jedi.
Her music starts with lightsabers dueling. It's really weird and out of place for her.
For some reason, she's a Jedi.
Yeah.
I don't know what Mandy's music is before you say.
No, I don't think she has any.
Yeah, so. Yeah, but both groups are starting to run into the same problem now.
I forget what Liv's music sounds like.
Oh, I can't. Okay.
Oh, that.
Yeah, I can't forget that. But both groups are running into the same problem now.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, United States Championship Tour match, Bobby Roode versus Baron Corbin. Just over a weekend, they found themselves on losing out a triple threat match for the United States Championship. Bobby Roode and Baron Corbin were Kimball O'Reilly in a first-round match in a tournament to fill the vacancy left when Dolph Ziggler rolled down with go. In early success, Roode found himself grounded, overwhelmed by a focus and ferocious Corbin. Seeking to take the first step towards winning the title he once called his own. He cut off comeback times to find the glorious one with his powerful style of slaying. Roode withstood the onslaught for his opponent to deliver a massive spinebuster, and he tried for the glorious DT, but the Lone Wolf countered with a deep six for a dramatic 2 count. And intense back and forth is sold and fight to the top rope, then back to mat. Roode countered power on 10 minutes, stacked Corbin up and roll up for the victory. Corbin's downfall continues. Last Sunday, found United States Championship goals. Corbin sat. Tuesday, face got no taste on man show and keep his cool with every pace of defeat. He lost clean to Roode and looked like a superstar broke at man whose frustrations reached his peak. It is also a trusted story for Lone Wolf that Water was very creative, was attempted with him before.
Yeah. The match was actually better than I thought it would be for these two. Just because I thought Corbin needed a quicker paced guy to have a more exciting match with, and Rude's more of an old school slower paced guy. So it was actually much better than I was expecting. Would I expect this a good match like this on pay-per-view? I think you would sort of have to almost grade it differently,
right,
from a TV match to a pay-per-view match.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it was actually a lot better than I was actually expecting. I thought both men actually did really well. Corbin also seems like he has something with his losing streak. Hopefully it ends up being more than what MVP actually got with his losing streak gimmick.
Up next, United States Championship Tournament match, Ty Dillinger versus Jinder Mahal. Despite not being featured in any ongoing programs on SmackDown, period, in months, the Perfect 10 Ty Dillinger had an opportunity to race the United States Championship Tournament. To do so, he only had to defeat the former-day champion and modern-day Mount Raj Jinder Mahal in the singles competition. Dillinger pulled his fair fight, even having Mahal real at one point, but the former-day title holder was too much for the charismatic Canadian to handle. An impressive gutbuster going to put Dillinger away by the end. It was Mahal's Volant Colossus that ended the Perfect 10's night in disappointing fashion. After a babyface winner in the first match of the tournament, anyone really think Dillinger was winning this?
No.
Especially the defense of Mahal, who the company still clear as plans for despite his recent state championship. The match is round one-dimensional, and fans of Chicago were not all into it. Perhaps because they never believed for a second Dillinger will actually win. Yeah. Until SmackDown does fix that problem, that's one of the problems they do solve, and makes the superstars on the lower end of the roster feel special and credible. It will continue to be met with instances such as this one, where fans struggle to get invested with the lower card end guys.
Yeah, I think the only chance Ty would have actually had, in which you would have believed he would have won, is like Sin Cara.
Alright.
Just because I think Sin Cara is not nearly as used as Ty is.
Right.
It may be more recently, but I don't think he's as used as Ty is. Yeah, it was sort of predictable. But Jinder's actually in the right spot where he should be, especially with this gimmick going forward.
And now I'm not sure how Bobby Jinder finals going to work in Philly. I'm just letting you know. Bobby and Corbin surprised me. Yeah. I'm just saying. The other four,
is that how the brackets are?
Yeah, it's like the winner of Mojo and Zach this week on SmackDown is going to face Bobby in the semifinals. Okay. And the winner of Xavier Woods versus A. English is going to fight Jinder in the semifinals. So I'm pretty sure it's a Bobby and Jinder finals.
Probably. Most likely, yes.
Now, I'm not sure how that goes over in Philly, that match.
Hopefully the crowd will still be singing Glorious.
Glorious, because now we got two. You got Bobby and somebody who wrestles just like Bobby.
Exactly.
In terms of old school heel.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as Bobby.
No.
But, no, I made a promise of not disrespect Jinder if it's unwarranted. That's unwarranted. You did not have to for that.
Is that your New Year's revolution? Or, not revolution. That's a WWE pay-per-view. New Year's resolution.
No, I can't promise that.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that I'm not sure they both have the same style, if it's going to work well in Philly. Let me just leave it at that. Good luck to them. And non-title match was the main event. AJ Styles vs Kevin Owens. WWE Champion AJ Styles and Kevin Owens spent most of 2017 engaged in a heated rivalry, so it was only fitting that they battled one last time in the main event Tuesday broadcast. Styles started hot, but Owens seized control moves later and focused on ground the high-flying babyface with a rear chinlock. He worked the move coming out of the commercial break with a massive back body drop, added to the equation during the break. The phenomenal momentarily footback match by nasty ladder close on by Owens turned Styles inside out. A hockey-esque fist fight broke out and gave way to Styles delivering his flying forearm. The Paley kick was next as the WWE Champion rolled. Late in the match, Zayn interfered, providing distraction that allowed Owens to deliver a big super kick for a strong near fall. Shane McMahon appeared and has Zayn ejected from ringside. This distraction, though, prevented a referee from counting Owens' shoulders down in a small package. The schoolboy roll by the prize fighter and a major upset victory. Close out twice that team. McMahon looked in disbelief. Dad found himself on the receiving end of a glare from Styles. And Owens and Zayn celebrated as they won the Stanley Cup as the show came to a close. Thought the matches are good. The thirst for vengeance on the part of Joe Mack and Shane McMahon once again proved his downfall, as Owens and Zayn both manipulated and outfought the prodigal son en route to the outcome they so greatly desired.
Yep.
The tension between McMahon and Styles suggests there will be consequences beyond McMahon's actions, while the heels continue success will set him up for an incentive program with the WWE Champions in New Year approaches. Yep. Where Daniel Bryan stands, the entire ordeal remains to be seen, but the ongoing controversy that surrounds the two general managers, Zayn, Owens, and now Styles, makes for an immensely entertaining storyline. At the top of the blue brain, the indie guys are running amok at the top of SmackDown. Yep. And Shane.
I pretty much agree with what you said. I thought the match was very good. I thought it's a nice way to add a little tension to Bryan and Shane. Shane doesn't want to see Owens and Sammy succeed, and Bryan's willing to give to at least be fair.
And then Shane
not seeing it that way.
And he inadvertently gave Owens a pin over the champ. So
yeah.
A win over the champ.
So it could easily lead to Owens fighting Styles for the title at the Rumble. Shane blaming Bryan for it, and that causes a bigger rift between the two.
But also this week on SmackDown may also be triple threat because it's AJ versus Sammy.
Yeah.
This week on SmackDown. Come on.
Yeah.
Along with the Able Shells tag opportunity and the Wonder Brothers and Breezango. And on Raws, the Cruiserweight Championship and the Intercontinental Championship. Bosh of the week for me.
The continuing misadventures of Finn Balor.
No, I was going to change up this week.
Huh?
That's second place. The current bombing of Hideo on the main roster.
Yeah.
I'm going with that one.
I think Hideo should be used better, definitely. But to call it unforeseeable for me,
right,
is sort of is kind of almost short-sighted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't expect him to be a megastar. I barely expect him to be a mid-carder, to be honest.
Yeah, but in the Cruiserweight division, I expect him to be a big star. Be true.
True. But still, I think it's more the continuing misadventures of Finn Balor, the Demon King.
I gave them a break this week. It was Christmas. Blame them for something else.
Because that's the Christmas spirit.
Then the show of the week.
One.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. SmackDown.
Raw wasn't bad for a holiday show.
No.
Don't get me wrong. It was better than the last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown had a stronger show with their tag divisions. The tag division of the United States being the hardest show. And then their main storyline with all that little intertwines between AJ, Owen, Sammy, Daniel, and Shane. In between that's why for me.
Yeah. For me, SmackDown was just a lot more consistent. For me, it had the best match of the week, and then I didn't feel like that there was anything majorly wrong with anything else. For Raw, I'm not really enjoying the build-up to the Women's Royal Rumble because that's the place they announced it, so they get the biggest flack for it. And also things like Finn just being thrown out there to beat somebody. I'm also really not all that happy with the Hideo stuff either. There's no revival on Raw this week. You would have to go to main event to see them, even though they could easily be one of your credible tag teams you could throw in there. So yeah, there's just a lot more things wrong with Raw this week that they haven't fixed. For some things they haven't fixed for a couple weeks. And SmackDown, I think, was just a bit more consistent in their booking as well.
Alright, up next we'll be doing the 205 Live and NXT reviews.
See you then.